Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Sunday, August the 8th, 2021, and this is my Flosstube number 18. I would like to thank and welcome all of the new subscribers, all of the returning subscribers, and all of those that are still watching but have not yet subscribed. I thank you for all of your wonderful comments and for the support that you are showing me through my channel. I have had a busy week last week, which is why I didn't record the first week of August. Um, just a little bit of life update. I had to clean out my desk at work. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in my last floss tube, but they have decided to leave us working from home permanently. Um, and it was actually quite emotional for me for some reason. Actually, not for some reason, I know the reasons why. Although I do enjoy working from home, I won't get to see my friends except for through Zoom now, which was a little um, disheartening. You know, there are pros and cons with working from home. Um, and although I have been saying this whole time, I don't necessarily want to go back into the office. When the decision was made and announced, I was just like, oh man, I'm gonna miss my friends. Um, and then there were some personal things that happened with one of my children in Texas that I needed to be involved with, and it was also very stressful um, and very emotionally draining for me. So I just decided that I would try something different and start recording on Sunday. I am going to be navigating working from home and some different life changes a little differently. And so I hope that you don't really notice a big change, that it'll just be seamless. However, one of the changes is that I'm going to really try to record either on Saturday or Sunday because work week life is very hectic and I just seem like I'm going all the time. So also it just happened again. So if you are watching this video today, there is something wrong with my tablet. One minute it's doing fine, and then the next minute everything is moving in very slow motion. It is not your computer or phone or anything. It all has to do with however this tablet is recording, and I don't know what has changed or how to get it back to the way that it was before it started doing all of this. So okay, I am going to do a semi wrap up. I had a great stitching month in the month of July with Jolly July plans, and I stitched every day for the month of July, and I really enjoyed it. And so, going with all of because I didn't have any finishes in July, all of those projects will be incorporated in the rest of the magazine monthly challenges so that I can get them completed, um, finished and fully finished before Christmas comes around. So I'm going to be really working on getting them. They are all in great places, and I'm going to really work on making sure that I am incorporating them more so that I can have those pieces to decorate with for Christmas. So, my whips for the end of July, that last week, the first one I'm going to show you is a Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Samplery. And this was actually my WIPGO piece for July, along with the turtle piece. And here is where I did get to. I made the flowers purple. When I finish this piece, I will make sure to get a all the color conversion that I did do. I did, the last time you saw it, I had the head and the neck of the First Lady on the chart. And then I decided that to stitch her dress. And for the dress, I am actually using Leo and Roxy Amethyst because of the high variegation. I am not going to be putting in the little chevron pattern. I'm just going to stitch it as full width, but then the variegation will give dimension to the dress. Also, I wanted you to see, I am stitching this vertically. Actually, yeah, vertically, or across with the I know there's a word for it and now I can't think of it, so that you will actually see. So in the top part of the dress, I started stitching from the shoulder down and then up and down and up and down, so that the variegation will add more dimension to the dress. I'm going to try that just with this one and see how well I like it, and then make the decision for the other dresses that I have to do. There is one, and I really do like the color, where she had it stitched across back and forth, and the variegation is very, very pretty in that. So I actually do have a green pink floss that I'm going to use for that, and I'm hoping that it will show the same type of variegation with it. So that, and I did meet my goal for the additional 4 hours. I stitched a total of 8 hours on this piece during the month of July. My next piece for Jolly July was Love and Joy. That almost was an accident. And I love this piece so much. I love this piece so much. However, while stitching it, and if you recall, I am stitching this piece on a 28 count even weave. I made some mistakes. And so although I had this in when you last saw it, I actually had to take it out and redo it again. And I did put in the rest of the vine, and all the way up to here, I did put in more of the banner, more of the border, sorry. And I did get in the word love, which met my goal for this piece. In looking at it, it is off. And I probably shouldn't even say anything because no one will know it's off. So I'm not going to say anything else. It is really nice to stitch on this. I have had a great time, and it is one of my favorites so far. And I will make sure to continue putting that in when the acrostics call for an L, an O, because it's by the October House Fiber Arts. So I can use this piece for several different letters in the acrostics going forward, because I really do want to get that finished before the holidays. And then my last piece is Cool Yule by Hands on Design. And this is where I have gotten to. So when you last saw it, I can't remember now. So let me tell you what I've done so far. I finished the whole banner part and put the green in. I stitched the whole word cool. I've put in most of the Yule. The Y needs to extend down. This part here is the rooftops of the houses and 2 of the trees. And I also brought the banners down on the sides for this piece. I worked on this piece quite a lot that very last week because the end of the month is always stressful for me at work. So I needed something very simplistic to work on during the mornings. And so this piece was one of those pieces that I could just pick it up and stitch on it and not have to really think about it too much. It is very fast. I am not a fast stitcher, however, but I really do enjoy this project also. So all I need to really do to finish this the next time I pull it out is complete the houses that are down here. And then over here, there are snowflakes and a couple of more snowflakes. This connecting the bottom part is going to be the most work that'll have to be done on this. So I really do enjoy that piece. And like I said, going forward for the rest of the year, yeah, I'll be using my Jolly July pieces in the acrostic. I didn't do that for the month of August simply because I needed a break from all the holiday Christmas stitching. But from September, October, and November, that's what my plans will be for those. So now we're going to move into August. And for the month of August, yesterday actually was Woene's birthday, and she chose the theme and the acrostic for the month of August. And the theme was birds, of course, because she is the bird's eye stitcher here on Flosstube. And the acrostic is sunflowers because that is her favorite flower. So for the main theme, I chose, and I had this marked. I don't know what happened to the marker. I chose winter. Here it is. I chose Winter Cardinal Etchings by Heart in Hand. And Robyn actually, sorry for the glare, that's my ring light that you see. Robyn actually stitched this piece last year, and she did it in the reverse. So the fabric was dark and all of the trees and the birds were light, and I loved it. I, however, did not do it like that though. So I started this on August the 1st, and I have the first 2 trees in. And I will just keep working this. My goal for this is actually to get all of the trees in this month. So it's actually not a very big piece, and I've closed that book now, and so I can't show it to you again, but it's not a very big piece. Actually, the cardinal's tail starts here. And so I am using the called for, now I need to find it again. I am using the called for floss for the cardinal. However, so for the cardinal, the called for floss is cherry cobbler, and the called for floss for the trees is sticks and twigs, both classic color works. I, however, am using timbers, so it actually has more of a brown and green variegation, which I really, really like. It's funny to me, the more I watch other floss tubes and come into my own, so to speak, I feel more comfortable with changing colors and all of that. And so it's very funny to me, like, you know, oh, I'm going to just change this. Because when I first started in 2019, I would have never done that. Sorry, I'm like trying to make sure I keep everything in order for when I go to put it back. So that was the main theme for the month of August, and my goal is to get all of the trees done. So for sunflowers, I actually am doing, I did my plans, and I do apologize. I had stated that I was going to maybe come back and do like a plans video, but with life going as it was, I just didn't have the time. So for the O in sunflowers, I am participating in a Biscornu stitch along with Stitch and Stuff. It is Kim and Sarah on Flosstube, and I will link them below. And it's a new start, and here's what the chart looks like. Or, you know, hopefully what it'll look like when I get finished with it. And here is where I have gotten to so far. And I know, like, you can't really tell. There's a lot of back stitching in this piece. There'll be 4 octopus, like you see, octopi, like you see on here. And I am, so for reference, here is an eye, here is an eye, and then like his tentacles swirl all around, and then there'll be 4 parts. There's 4 different octopi in the chart. And so my goal is to get 2 octopi done this month. Now, with that being said, there is a lot of back stitching that pulls the octopus together. That will not be done until the piece is completely finished. I am thinking also, because it is not a lot, so you stitch 2 pieces, the front of the Biscornu, and then this is the back of the Biscornu, and it has 4 of these in each corner. It's okay, I can't think of what the name of it is. There's 4 of them, and I'm like still trying to think of the name. So there's not very much stitching on this at all. So I'm going to see about also incorporating this into my month to get completed also. And I am stitching this on a 16 count fabric by Fortnite Fabrics, and it is called Morning Glory. And it's a very nice variegation of blue throughout. Makes it look like they're in the water, and I love it. So that's the O for sunflowers. Then the next piece is Weone, and that is actually a whip that I started in June, and it is also by Heart and Hand. And I'm sorry, I was going to do this because I decided that I needed to start taking pictures so that I will know where the where it was, and you will know where it was. And of course, so when you last saw it, this is what this is what I had. And this is where I am at now. This is being stitched on a 28 count even weave. It was a gift from Lynn X Stitches Creates while I was down at StitchCon. She gifted it to me because I was learning how to stitch on 28 count. So if you notice, you see, I have his tail back there. I think I talked about his the bird butt. And then now you see, I literally had to take out his entire tail because when I got ready to put this motif, it's actually a quilt, like covering him. It was all off. So now I'm good. I have all of the pieces in. I will be working on this part and the tail again for the next time I pick this up this month. But he's super cute. I have also put in his eye, and then I'll have to work on his long legs. So I want to get him completely finished. I'm actually supposed to have this finished this month because there's the quilting bird I want to put on the other side. So I have a lot of stitching to do. It's funny to me, these little charts, you think, oh, it won't take very long at all. And then you make a mistake or, life gets in the way and you end up, it's longer than what you think it is. So, but I do enjoy it. I am enjoying it, and it's very fun to stitch on one now that I've got it all corrected. So that is my Weone quilting bird. And then I had another new start. This is Kaleidoscope by Lori Holt. This probably is, I love this. I love it. So I'm showing this, and I can show it. It is just the different colorways that she has developed. And so this, this is what it will look like when it's completely finished. I am doing the ocean colorway, and the DMC for those the center is 930. The middle is 993, and the outer is 597. And so I am stitching this on an 18 count Aida with one thread, and here is where I am. This is the very center, so it's in 4 quadrants. This is the left. Yes. this is the bottom left of that quadrant. And that's where I'm at. And then this is the next part up. I did choose to, I had gotten out of stitching, doing middle starts because it always would throw me off. However, with this piece, because of the way that the sides are, I did do a center start. I am loving this piece. It is 127. It is 127 by 127. And here are so this is the cool colorway that she came up with. And then this is the warm colorway. And then there are others, what the picture that I showed you, those are the others that she has come up with. You can, this chart, you can stitch in 3 colors. And you just need one skein for the center, one skein for the center, 2 skeins for the middle and the outer. If you are doing it on the called for fabric, which is a 14 count Aida or a 25 count Lugano. And of course, I'm doing it on an 18 count. And it is almost addicting to stitch on this. I am really enjoying the one thread on 18 count. And I think the coverage is really great. And I am getting faster at stitching it because now that I have my tension worked out with it, it is going very well. So that is the L in Sunflower. Okay, those are the whips. I need to pull up something else on my phone. So I am also in WIPGO, although I haven't really posted to the Facebook group very much. I am still working on my WIPGO projects. And this month, number 7 and number 8 were called. So in keeping with how it worked last month, it really worked out well, where I did 4 hours every other Wednesday for WIPGO. So the first Wednesday of the month, I chose number 7, and it is Caterpillar Cross Stitch Positivity Rules. And I don't have a chart to show you because it is actually online. Here is where I was when I stopped working on it last year. And here is where I'm at now. I am working on the word listen. And I have in all the letters. The only part that I need to finish now is there's actually blue that comes down and outlines the letter L. And I do have a few more stitches to put in on this chartreuse color. And then I have 1 more hour for the week left on this project. And so I will be working on this today, actually. I try to go to the Zoom stitching with Garon. And so this will be something I can, for when I get first started, I can knock that hour out and know that I completed that goal for this week. And be ready for WIPGO number 8, which I will show you in plans. This way that I am doing the WIPGO has really helped a lot. I am going to participate again next year, but now that I know or have a feel for how it flows, I'm hoping that it'll be much easier for me next year. I do like breaking them up since there's 2 of them. I think what threw me off last year is we had January where the monthly magazine challenge, we did a project every day. And you had to stitch 100 stitches on it. And then that very first month for WIPGO, 3 numbers were called. Unfortunately, I am the type of person that if this is going to be hard, and please just bear with me. I don't want you all to think that I'm like beating up on myself, but I am the type of person where if I know I'm not going to be able to do good at it, I just don't do it. Which is one of the things that I'm going to be working on, because it is my hobby. It is what I love to do. And so I should not just think automatically that I'm a failure because I haven't met or done what I said I was going to do. Life happens, and I need to understand that this is not life or death. And that those of you that watch my videos and encourage me will encourage me even if I don't meet that goal. So I need to take the pressure off of myself and just enjoy what I am doing. So that was WIPGO number 7. So right now I am going to show you, those were all of my whips for cross stitching. And I have been doing a fair amount of quilting. And thank you for all of you that have been commenting on my quilt blocks. I still consider myself a beginner quilter, but I enjoy it. And so I am participating in a mystery quilt along with my quilt guild, and she sends out the 2 patterns once a month, and then we stitch together, sew together on the second Friday of the month from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. And so that will be coming up this Friday, Friday, August the 13th. And so I wanted to have a goal. I was very behind. And so my goal was to be caught up by the time August the 13th came around. And I am. Woohoo! So this is block number 6. And it was the most challenging block that there was. And these blocks, unlike other quilt-alongs, these blocks don't have names. It's just block number 6. So that was block number 6. And I do want you to know, like I said, threads. I still feel as though I am a beginner quilter. But I did, so I do both if it calls for it. So I will press the seams open or press them to the side, just depending on what the block calls for. The fabric line that I am using is by Sherri and Chelsi. They are a mother and daughter. They design for Moda Fabrics, and the fabric's name is Balboa. The white that you see, actually I was really kind of confused, but So the white, that was block number 5. This fabric is actually not Sherri and Chelsi's fabric, but it is Corey Yoder's fabric from Canning Day. And I love a good white on white. Let me tell you, tone on tone is my jam. This is block number 4. This is block number 3. And then I showed you block number 1 and 2 before. This is block number 2, and I have it turned the wrong way. This is block number 2. And this is, I thought block number 1 was challenging. It ain't got nothing on block number 6, let me tell you. So those are all of my quilt blocks for this month. And I am very happy that I am caught up, and I will be able to just start on Friday night. I'll be able to just start fresh and be caught up with everybody else in the group. So now we're going to move into Stitchy Kindness and haul. I in the magazine monthly challenge group, Shelly of Oh My Aida, she has a Flosstube, and I will link it below. She sews a bag every month and has a drawing for it. And in the month of July, I won that bag. And so she sent me the bag, and the inside of the bag is Tula Pink, and then the outside of the bag is kente cloth. And it's very nice. Thank you so very much, Shelly. I really appreciate it. And she also included, along with that, a wonderful needle minder. Let me hold it with this hand. She knows that I love the beach, so she sent me a beach pattern and a beautiful scissor fob, or scissor fob in the kente black and gold and red colors. So thank you so very much. I was so excited when she IM'd me. I was actually in a Zoom call when she IM'd me and said, "You won the bag." So that was great. Then I watched a video, and there's a lot of videos that I watch and I don't comment on. And it's nothing against, nothing against them, but I just forget, or, life. But Stitch and Stuff, Kim and Sarah, they had a giveaway, and it was old Colonial, and they pulled my name, or the random comment picker. And so then they sent me this, so that, July, I was like, woohoo, I'm winning. Then Shelly of Proverbs 31:22, she picked my name from the random comment picker, and she sent me the sunflower. This is a kit. It comes with the Aida. It has the mat that goes with it. It has all of the threads. And so she sent that to me. She also made me a floss holder. She also then put in, because the theme was bees and sunflowers and bees, so she sent this beautiful candle holder. And she also sent me some homemade pita chips from Alabama, and I was done eating those like by Monday. I love pita chips. I love chips, period. So And then uh, Violets and Verses had a um, invite. She was trying to get the Facebook group up to 1,000. And so I started sending out all of these invites. And thank you all who did join the Facebook group. I hope you are having fun. I will be posting more there. I'm not a good poster, I don't think. Anyway, I won for the most invites, new people joining. And so then I got this in the mail from Jennifer. Thank you so very much. And it's really, I have already pulled it out, and I am going to work on this. I'm going to start this very, very soon because it'll be really great for the holidays. I can have it out for Christmas. So July, I got a lot of gifts and all kinds of winnings and everything. And then I am trying to think. It must have been last Saturday. I get this message from my friend Carolyn Zook, and it's a picture of her holding the new planner. And as it turned out, she sent me one via Amazon, and I will try to link this below. This calendar has really helped me get organized, stay on track, stitch, what I'm supposed to be stitching on. It really has been helpful. And so she said that she had been combing Amazon waiting for the 22-23 calendar to come out. And when she found it, she ordered it, and she ordered me a copy and had it sent to me. And I so appreciated Carolyn. I was ecstatic when the little Amazon man put it on my porch. So that was another gift of Stitchy Kindness. And then I did get my floss of the month, my floss frenzy from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm in that club. And this was the grays, right, shadow gray. And the colors are Spanish moss, galvanized gray, palmico, pelican gray, and flatfish. So it must have gray undertones because none of these look gray to me, but I'm gonna go with it. And so then the last, I actually purchased this. They have a quilt design called Granada, and they made it into a cross stitch chart. And they are starting it, they are doing a stitch along on it, and I believe the stitch along starts on the 23rd. I have not decided whether or not I'm going to participate and start this on the 23rd. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. And the other thing too is I am thinking of doing this in the reverse. So with that being said, stay tuned. Plans to come. They are using, Kimberly is using the MPI silks. However, they do have DMC conversion, and they have it in, they show it in 3 different colorways: blue, red, and gray. So I'm not quite sure just yet how I am going to stitch that, but I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush into it. That is everything that I have for you all this week. I hope you are enjoying the weather. It's still hot, but in February we'll be like, man, I wish it would warm up. So I'm really working hard not to complain about the weather. I thank you all for spending a little bit of your day with me. I appreciate you all, and I want you to have a great week.